What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Quarantine Marketing. My name is Alex Dablowski, and I am excited to be here. I'm one of the co-hosts along my friends Jonathan, Matthew, and Daniel, and today is going to be an interesting topic that was brought up to me by my lawyer friends. Do you guys like talking about lawyers? Doesn't it sound like kind of boring sometimes? Well, today's going to be fun. Because why is it going to be fun? Because if you're a lawyer, I'm going to show you how to be fun on YouTube and why it's so important for you to be on YouTube to get new clients. So, I just got back from South Carolina with a mastermind group that I was out there with in Wild Dunes. I had an amazing opportunity to learn from people like Joe Soto, Jeffrey Gittimore, Wyatt Wood Small, names that ring a bell. And not just those three people, but everybody in that group had to bring so much value and so much content and things that I can apply to my business in a day-to-day. And the information that I got from them is just so incredible, and I'm so fortunate to be surrounded by smart people. I just wanted to say that before we start this podcast, if any of my friends are listening from the group this weekend. But matter of fact, let's get back to attorneys, and this is a question that's been brought up from a bunch of my attorney friends. They were asking, why is YouTube important for me, right? So why YouTube is important for you is because you're reaching a very, very broad audience. There's a lot of people that are consistently looking at YouTube channels, looking to learn from attorneys in any practice, any kind of division, any type of form of law that you guys are practicing. People are looking for you, and they're no longer sometimes always looking on Google to figure out who the bankruptcy attorney is, who the corporate litigator is, who the real estate, family law, whatever it is. They're not necessarily always looking on Google anymore. Some people want to see what type of value you're going to bring to them and what type of person you are as an attorney. So when you're creating these YouTube videos, let's start with the creation of the YouTube video, and this applies to anybody, right? You want to make sure you form a plan for creating content. This includes enough time for you to schedule a some brainstorming efforts, a shoot, time to edit and upload videos, as well as working on advertising on your YouTube channel. Now, this sounds so exhausting for an attorney, right? I have to read up on this case, I gotta do this, I gotta answer a client here, I gotta go to this networking event, I gotta be on this virtual call. Whatever the fact may be, this may be exhausting. All this already sounds exhausting. The second I said to shoot, edit, and upload, you don't know how to do this, so you gotta find somebody. You obviously gotta find somebody to help you do some of the editing and video and brainstorming and shooting and all that fun stuff. I don't do any of my editing. I have a phenomenal team that does my editing. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. If I did my editing, our videos wouldn't be this good. Our thumbnails wouldn't be as good. So thank you to our graphic designers that do such a great job of developing our content that we post out here for you guys. They do a phenomenal job. So you want to make sure you have a sophisticated plan that aligns with your personal brand, which I mean by personal brand is you as an attorney and the value that you're bringing to people, as well as with your law firm. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and what that means. So great content is vital of any successful lawyer's YouTube channel, right? A personal injury video that simply says injured, call us won't get you a lot of traction because you haven't provided any value to the viewer. Ideally, you should be generating a constant stream of interesting and thought-provoking content in bite-sized videos that explain difficult legal concepts in understandable language. I don't understand law. A lot of viewers probably don't understand law. So you want to make sure that you're giving content that a viewer like me will understand. I don't know anything about legal things. I'm not a lawyer. I have a lawyer. Anything that regards legal documentation, partnerships, acquisitions that we do here with our firm, I go to my lawyer. I have to hire somebody because I'm not inundated with the information that they're inundated with in regards to business law, litigation, corporate law, whatever the case may be, acquisitions, what should be on a LOI, a letter of intent. I go to my lawyer. They do all that stuff for me. They're very smart, intellectual people. But sometimes when I talk to my lawyer, I don't understand them. So I tell my lawyer and pretty much dumb it down for me. Dumb it down in regular human voice that I can understand. So when you're posting this content, make sure that you're posting content that is relatable to your viewer. It's very important that you do that. Consistency is also essential, right? With your law firm's YouTube strategy as well as your own personal one. Create a production schedule, like I said before, and stick with it. Whether it's once a month, once a week, or once a day, although this will create a lot of work, whatever your schedule, never skip a week or post a video late because it can hurt your subscriber count. Releasing videos on a consistent schedule and offering great content is a great way to boost your subscriber count and reach more potential clients with each video you make. So what do I mean by that? I'm reading off slides sometimes. I do that, and it's okay. What I mean by that is you see our videos, they come up every Wednesday and Thursday. We're consistent with our approach. You see our Instagram channel. You see stories on every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday that come from us. Every time I'm creating a video, I'm letting you know when the video is going to be out before it's even released. I'm inundating my viewers with so much content. Now, it's only a click of a button. You just click this thing, you hold it for 10 seconds, it's a phone that you have, and you make it work. But at the end of the day, consistency is very important when it comes to YouTube. You want to make sure your videos are between 6 to 12 minutes. I know I said bite-sized content before, but besides that bite-sized content that you may want to use for your IGTV and things of that nature, which I'll talk in a different segment in the future in regards to how our lawyers can utilize Instagram. Today we're just talking about YouTube. Make sure your videos are 6 to 12 minutes. Make sure you introduce yourself. Make sure you let people know what it is you do. And we're going to talk a little bit about call to actions as well today. But get people to know what it is that you do, how you do it. Show a little bit of your personality. Show a little humor. Put that into your videos. People want to connect with you. Don't be I am a corporate litigator and, I read a lot about the cases. I've worked on Joe versus Schmo case and put some humor into it. Be funny, be approachable, be entertaining. Don't be freaking boring. Lawyers are, they kill me sometimes. They bore me. And I don't like to work with those lawyers. I work with the lawyers that are fun, exciting, and still know their shit. There's lawyers out there. So make sure you're exciting, because if you're not exciting and if you're not approachable, people are not going to approach you, right? Makes perfect sense. They just don't want to work with you. Make use of the playlist. There's different playlists and how you can subcategorize everything. YouTube allows you to do that. So let's say you're a lawyer that doesn't just practice family law. You practice so many different other things. You practice real estate law, family law, divorce law. All that kind of falls into one category, and maybe somewhere around the lines you practice employment or ERISA law, whatever it is that you do. At the end of the day, put everything in playlist because people want to know what it is that you do, how you've done it, and in what kind of forms. If you have just videos posted of everything you do, you're sending a confusing message, right? So if there's one video you posted about a corporate litigation case that you've had that you're able to disclose, or and then the next week you post a video of a divorce case, whatever it is, right? Some content there, people are going to get confused about what it is that you do. And you're going to sound like you don't have a niche within your practice. So make sure you kind of ideally make sure you put everything into different playlists as well. The big question that always comes up to me is, how can an attorney rank without a marketing company though? I'm posting all this content on YouTube. What's the point if nobody's finding it? I'm getting like 2 views, 3 views, and you have to follow some of the best practices to make sure you rank. Not all lawyers specialize in SEO, but can follow simple steps to be found first. There are simple steps to it, right? First step in social media marketing for attorneys is conducting keyword research. See what's going on Google, right? You always conduct those different topics that are coming up. You're typing into Google. You see me typing here. You type it into Google. You're figuring out what some of the articles and content that people are looking for. It's the same thing with YouTube. Remember, Google owns YouTube. The search engines are very similar. And the second you start typing in something to YouTube, you start to see the same exact thing that you see on Google, where people will give you the most kind of searched for content on a day-to-day basis. Make sure you take a look at the top 3 to 5 videos with most views that are consistent with your title. Why is that? Because you want to look at some of the tags, you want to look at some of the content they're posting, what's in their description, how they're posting their content, what kind of video material they're transcribing to you. See what it is that they're doing and apply it. You can't do that. It's public information. You can literally copy it and paste it, obviously without plagiarizing anything, right? Examine the name of each video. Really think about the name. How-to videos, or the fastest way to videos. There's so many different video strategies they can utilize, and just by looking at 3 to 5 of those top viewed videos for what the type of content that you're going to be posting is very important to make sure that your content aligns. Look at any similarities, take them down, write them down, and incorporate these words when you create the title for your video. One thing people forget to do, which is the smallest thing, is they don't place a thumbnail. And thumbnail is important because some people do not read titles. If you look at our videos, we have a title and then we have a thumbnail. Our thumbnail and title never aligns with together. Why? Well, the reason for it is because we want to capture different mindsets. We want to capture different patterns of thinking. We want to, capture the viewer's attention, whether it may be with a picture because they're more inclined to look at a picture, or it may be with the copy because they're more inclined to look at what the title says. Either way, we're trying to capture an audience of what our content is portraying. You can't put everything into a title of what you're going to discuss in the video, correct? Everything I'm talking about is not going to be in my title because nobody will ever click on it, and I don't even think the title will fit enough characters. So at the end of the day, what I'm doing right now with some of these thumbnails and videos, I'm posting different titles and different content between the thumbnail and the video. And if you don't know what a thumbnail is, that is the first picture that you see before you click on the video to watch it. So it's important to have a consistent flow, a consistent brand message with the thumbnail that you're putting out. Never, ever, ever with your logo, make your logo be too intrusive in your thumbnail, right? Never let YouTube decide on your thumbnail. So always create a separate thumbnail rather than YouTube deciding a clip from your video on what to put up there. Always want to use your face, right? And simply don't want to use all the text. And using colors outside your brand, a law firm, just stay consistent with it. Make sure you're using the same colors and make sure your branding is aligned. What you do want to do with the thumbnails, again, stay consistent with the images you're using, like we talked about before. Utilize graphics and titles to enhance user interaction. Use intriguing images and pastures to make people want to click more. Sometimes a funny video, or you see my thumbnails and I look confused about something. It's a form of engagement with our viewers or searchers that want to learn about some of our material. Use bright and well-lit professional photography and limit the word use. Don't put too many words on your thumbnail, right? Just limit it, but use the words that are going to attract somebody to click on. Another thing is tags. When you're on YouTube, make sure you're utilizing tags. YouTube allows you to do 30 different tags when you're publishing on your content. Use all 30 of those spaces. That's how people find you. They're like hashtags. You ever heard of those things? People search for hashtags on certain topics. Same thing with tags on YouTube. It's a way to build your SEO, search engine optimization, on YouTube for people to find you better. Review your video content and write the tags that may trend based on your topic. Not to you, but to the consumer. Think about the consumer. Not what you're thinking, what the consumer is thinking. Always what the consumer is thinking. And utilize the keywords and phrases, and allow those tags will allow you to optimize your YouTube channel. Sorry for my stutters there. And the biggest question that comes up is, well, I got these viewers. How do they become clients? Obviously, the end goal of attracting attention on your YouTube channel is always to generate more business for yourself or to your firm, whatever the case may be. Even if your videos are achieving a good number of views, your subscribers count is increasing, you need a good strategy to convert those numbers into potential clients. And 3 ways that we do that, and what law firms should do, is write a description that has a hook, right? That will make the readers want to click through and learn more. If your description starts with, like, I don't know, let's say, if your employer consistently shortens your lunch break, you might be entitled to ... right? After that, follow that with show more button, right? You'll see that on your description. You want to make sure your description is having a kind of hook to it, like I said before, that makes the reader want to read more, and that's the hook before you have that show more, right? So if you're an employer consistently shortens your lunch break, you might be entitled to a certain lawsuit, right? So if you're working for employers, things of that nature, you can plug that in there and then show more, and then you'll see people clicking in or maybe opting into something you want to do. Includes it by creating call to actions and other information where they can find you, the call to action, how they can call you, how they can email you, or what link they can click for you, right? Include all information in 1 or 2 short sentences, allowing to fit inside the expanded description. And include your value proposition, whether it's a free consultation, a PDF download, or more detailed information. This can convince clients to find out more and reach out to you because they already know what they're getting from your video. They already get to know you. How cool is that? So they're already calling you to make that sale. So you're going to see me talk about it in a different segment on the fastest way to get qualified cases without waiting for a referral. It's going to be a cool segment. Make sure you guys are tuning into that. It's going to come out in a couple of weeks. And besides that, what I mean by call to actions are calls to you, right? They're calls to your consumer. You may see pop-ups and other forms of opt-ins on different channels that you currently watch, such as hit the like button or leave a comment below. These are standard call to actions you often see on YouTube videos. We call them CTAs all the time. There are different opportunities to place a CTA, right? You want to place one sometimes right at the start. Many viewers will stop watching your video before the end, so including a call to action at the start within the first minutes of the video guarantees they'll see your message. Bear in mind, a long introduction could cause viewers to get bored and click elsewhere, while a sales pitch might make some viewers skeptical about the value proposition of your content. So always just continue providing value. I haven't sold you guys anything yet, right? I haven't even had a call to action to anything yet, right? We're just providing value here, but people know how to reach us. It's right below. If somebody wants business development hand or create a marketing strategy for their firm, or they need social media management, things of that nature, now I'm pitching, it's all below. People know how to find us, but right now we want to just continue providing value to our also provide content during the video. You may go off topic. Sometimes I go off topic, and I may want to create a call to action to something like I did a topic on CRMs the other day. I should have created a call to action for HubSpot. I never did, but I should have. I should have created a call to action for HubSpot where I told people HubSpot is free. Go download the key. Go download the application. I could have helped HubSpot out. I unfortunately didn't. I'm sorry, HubSpot. But create call to actions during the video on certain trends and topics that you may be talking, and always have one towards the end of the video. Put in call to action at the end of the video. Obviously somebody watched it all the way through, they're interested. If you have a 30-minute video like this one that's going to be coming up, and somebody wants to reach out and learn more, they'll click on the call to action there and come back to me and say, hey Alex, can you help me with the YouTube marketing stuff, right? Do not forget CTAs. You're missing an opportunity to have your listener opt in and learn more about what you do and how they can call you. So do not whatsoever forget about the CTA. It's very important to have people be able to opt into you. So that's my little take in right now on what lawyers should be doing on YouTube to make sure they are getting out there. People are consistently utilizing YouTube. YouTube is competing with TV right now. And you see a lot of people going away from TV. People are unsubscribing from their cable bills, right? They have these crazy cable bills when you can get all the content, all the videos, all the shows on YouTube. It's all there for you. Why not just watch it? But at the end of the day, people are also searching about what you do, and people want to learn about your practice, about you, and the value that you have to provide to them. So don't be afraid to give them that informative, educational, thoughtful, action-driven value that people are looking for, because that's what they need. They don't know what law is all about. Just like myself, I don't know what law is all about. I know how to market to lawyers, and I know how lawyers can market themselves, but I don't know anything about the law. So educate people. There's not enough content out there, so get it out there. So guys, with that being said, make sure you guys click the button to subscribe below. Please subscribe. We're bringing valuable information to you day in and day out on on Wednesdays and Thursdays. But we are bringing valuable information on our Instagram channel. Make sure you guys follow us on there as well. There's so much fun content, so much quotes, so much valuable kind of mindset-driven material that's out there for you guys to just tune into while you're scrolling through your feed. It will make you stop. So just follow us and learn. It'll uplift you every single morning. But besides that, guys, thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to chatting with you guys on the next time on Quarantine Marketing.